Hi-ho my wonderful people, please have fun listening to this story. Title: Am I the A for refusing to donate bone marrow to my birth father? I, 17M, am adopted. My birth parents couldn't care for a newborn, and I ended up in foster care. I was adopted by my family when I was 2. I have a very happy life, one I likely wouldn't have had with my birth parents. About a month ago, my birth parents contacted my family. Long story short, my birth father is sick and needs a bone marrow transplant. They're on a wait list but haven't heard back yet. I'm the only child they ever had, and odds are I'm a match. They wanted my parents to get me tested and donate my marrow to him. My parents told me it was up to me, and after some thought, I said no. I don't know them other than that they gave birth to me. They've had no part in my life whatsoever, and now they suddenly need me. They sent my parents a nasty message saying they could sue to force me to donate my marrow. I do feel a little bad, but I feel like this isn't my problem. I have no contact with my birth parents. From what my parents told me, I was put into foster care when I was less than a month old. That's how they got me, and they decided to adopt me, which was finalized when I turned 2. I have 4 siblings and a great life. They told me when I was old enough that I am adopted, but outside of that, I had no idea who my birth parents were or what they even looked like. I have no desire to get to know these people. None. I have no desire to seek out grandparents, cousins, and uncles. I don't want to know if some form of rare cancer runs in the family because they are not my family. I haven't spent 17 years of my life with them. Why would I want to get to know them? My birth parents didn't lovingly give me up. I was taken. My parents don't know the exact reason because that information was never released to them. They were told, and I quote, "It wasn't a good environment for a child." Even if they had given me up, it doesn't mean I owe them anything. Not like I asked to be born. If being born means I am suddenly in debt to them, it would have been the slowest sperm you ever saw. I would have happily raced into a sock. People can be hypocrites. In one breath, they say there are kids in foster care who need a home. Well, I was a foster kid who was given a home by 2 loving parents. Then, in the next breath, they say, "What about your family?" I have a family. They've raised me for 17 years. Medical history? Some very helpful people have privately messaged me to let me know that in 2021, I can get all that information without ever having to speak to these people again. Ever. Amazing how far science has come, right? It's not my problem if this man dies. And some people have pointed out in the comments that odds are I wouldn't be a match anyway, and he has better luck getting a donor off the list, which will be faster than waiting on me to get tested only to be told I'm not a match anyway. Even if they had come to my parents and said, "Hey, you adopted our son, and we need a favor," my answer would have still been no. I did my own research and found plenty of stories of kids who were used like gold mines for their genetic materials by their parents to save their siblings or a family member, and that is all they were to their families, someone who had the right match. I don't owe them anything. I don't care if she spent 8 hours in labor with me. They aren't my family. I have a wonderful family who are supporting me right now. Also, my parents are working on finding out how they even knew where I was because my adoption was a closed one. They had their rights terminated when I was taken. They shouldn't know anything about me. I don't know if my parents are contacting a lawyer, but I know they are pretty upset about all of this. Update. I started college, and life put things on hold for a bit. Long story short, I didn't donate the bone marrow. After I refused, my birth parents started harassing my family regularly. They bombarded us with texts, phone calls, letters, and even showed up at places where we were, resulting in multiple calls to the police. It escalated to the point where they were arrested. My adoption had been closed, meaning they shouldn't have known anything about me or where I was. They had used some shady private investigator to find me and then just showed up on our doorstep, demanding my bone marrow. This intrusion was not only shocking but also incredibly invasive. My family decided to press charges due to their relentless harassment and the illegal means they used to find me. As of right now, to the best of my knowledge, they are still sitting in a prison cell, waiting for their day in court. Legal proceedings have been delayed, but the seriousness of their actions has ensured they remain detained. Interestingly, it seems my biological father's illness either wasn't as critical as they made it out to be, or he managed to receive a donation from another source. I have no further details on his condition. I wanted to update this old post to let everyone know what happened. The whole experience was incredibly stressful, but I'm relieved that my family and I are safe and that the legal system is handling the situation. If anyone has any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. That's it for now.